Welcome to this video, where we will take a deep dive into the life and legacy of one of the most celebrated football players and managers of all time, Johan Cruyff. Born in the Netherlands in 1947, Cruyff's exceptional talent and unwavering dedication to the sport helped him become a household name around the world. Throughout his illustrious career, he amassed countless accolades, inspired countless young players, and left an indelible mark on the sport of football. Join us as we explore the incredible story of Johan Cruyff, from his early years to his rise to international fame, and discover what made him such a legendary figure in the world of football. Growing up in Akerstraat, just 5 minutes away from Ajax's stadium, Cruyff was introduced to football at a young age by his father, Hermanus Cornelis Cruyff, who was a huge fan of the sport. Along with his schoolmates and older brother Henny, Cruyff spent much of his childhood playing football and idolizing Dutch dribbler Fas Wilkes. Tragically, in 1959, when Cruyff was just 12 years old, his father passed away from a heart attack, which had a profound impact on the young footballer's mentality. In fact, it was said that Cruyff felt a sense of predestination that he too would die at the age of 45, just as his father had. This belief fueled his desire to pursue a career in football as a way of honoring his father's legacy. Cruyff's mother, Petronella Bernarda Drager, began working as a cleaner at Ajax to support the family, and this experience gave him a deep appreciation for financial security and player welfare. On his 10th birthday, Cruyff joined the Ajax youth system, where he caught the attention of Janie van der Veen, an Ajax youth coach who lived in the neighborhood and noticed his talent while playing at a nearby playground with his friends. Without a formal trial, Cruyff was offered a place at Ajax. Initially, Cruyff preferred baseball and continued playing until he was 15, when his coaches convinced him to quit. Cruyff made his first team debut on November 15, 1964, against GVAV in the Eredivisie, scoring the only goal for Ajax in a 3-1 defeat. Despite Ajax finishing in their lowest position since professional football's establishment in 13th place that year, Cruyff began to make an impact in the 1965-66 season, establishing himself as a regular first-team player after scoring 2 goals against DWS on October 24, 1965, in a 2-0 victory at the Olympic Stadium. In March 1966, he scored the first 3 goals in a league game against Telstar in a 6-2 win. 4 days later, he scored 4 goals in a cup game against Veendam in a 7-0 win. In total, that season, Cruyff scored 25 goals in 23 games, and Ajax won the league championship. On September 7, 1966, he made his official debut for the Netherlands in the UEFA Euro 1968 qualifier against Hungary, scoring in the 2-2 draw. In his second match, a friendly against Czechoslovakia, Cruyff was the first Dutch international to receive a red card. An interesting fact is that the Dutch national team never lost a match in which Cruyff scored. In the 1966-67 season, Ajax again won the league championship, and Cruyff won his first double when Ajax also won the KNVB Cup. Cruyff ended the season as the leading goalscorer in the Eredivisie with 33 goals. He won the league for the 3rd successive year in the 1967-68 season and was named Dutch Footballer of the Year for the 2nd successive time, which he repeated in 1969. On May 28, 1969, Cruyff played in his first European Cup final against Milan, but the Italians won 4-1. Cruyff won his second league and cup double in the 1969-70 season, but he suffered a groin injury at the beginning of the 1970-71 season. He made his comeback on October 30, 1970, against PSV, and instead of wearing his usual number 9, which was in use by Jerry Muren, he wore number 14, which he continued to use even with the Dutch national team. In a league game against AZ67 on November 29, 1970, Cruyff scored 6 goals in an 8-1 victory. On June 2, 1971, in London, Ajax won their first European Cup by defeating Panathinaikos 2-0. He then signed a 7-year contract with Ajax and was named the Dutch Footballer of the Year for 1971. In that same year, he won his first Ballon d'Or and would continue to win 2 more in 1972 and 1974. In 1972, Ajax won a second European Cup, beating Inter Milan 2-0 in the final, with Cruyff scoring both goals. This victory led Dutch newspapers to declare the end of the Italian style of defensive football in the face of total football. Soccer, the ultimate encyclopedia, describes how single-handedly Cruyff not only pulled Internazionale of Italy apart in the 1972 European Cup final, but scored both goals in Ajax's 2-0 win. Ajax won the Intercontinental Cup, beating Argentina's Independiente 4-1 on aggregate, and then in January 1973, they won the European Super Cup by beating Rangers 3-1 away and then 3-2 in Amsterdam. The 1972-73 season was concluded with another league championship victory and a third successive European Cup with a 1-0 win over Juventus in the final. Cruyff made a world record transfer fee of 6 million guilders when he was sold to Barcelona in mid-1973. Cruyff won the hearts of Barcelona fans when he named his son Jordi, a Catalan name. He helped Barcelona win La Liga for the first time since 1960, defeating their arch-rivals Real Madrid 5-0 at the Santiago Bernabéu. The victory was met with enthusiastic street celebrations as thousands of Barcelona fans poured out of their homes to join in. A New York Times journalist commented that Cruyff had done more for the spirit of the Catalan people in 90 minutes than many politicians had achieved in years of struggle. In 1974, Cruyff was awarded the title of European Footballer of the Year. In that same year, Cruyff led the Netherlands to a runners-up medal in the 1974 World Cup and was named Player of the Tournament. Cruyff retired from international football in October 1977, having helped the national team qualify for the upcoming World Cup. One of Cruyff's famous goals was scored against Atletico Madrid, where he leapt into the air and kicked the ball past Miguel Reyna in the Atletico goal with his right heel. The goal has been dubbed Lou but impossible de Cruyff and was featured in the documentary En un momento dado, where fans attempted to recreate the moment. In 1978, Barcelona won the Copa del Rey by defeating Las Palmas 3-1. Cruyff briefly retired in 1978, but after losing most of his money in a series of bad investments, including a pig farm, Johan Cruyff and his family moved to the United States, where he resumed his football career. He signed with the Los Angeles Aztecs of the NASL and was voted NASL Player of the Year. He later moved to play for the Washington Diplomats and then briefly played for Levante in Spain before returning to the U.S. to play for the Diplomats again. Cruyff eventually returned to Ajax as a technical advisor and later as a player. He won league championships and the Dutch Cup with Ajax before moving to Feyenoord, where he helped them win the Eredivisie and was named Dutch Footballer of the Year for the 5th time. He retired from professional football after the season. In conclusion, Johan Cruyff's contributions to the game of football were truly remarkable and have left an indelible mark on the sport. His talent and dedication were recognized by numerous prestigious accolades, including being elected as the European Player of the Century by the International Federation of Football History and Statistics in 1999 and securing the 3rd position in France Football's vote for Football Player of the Century. He was also recognized as a member of the World Team of the 20th Century and the FIFA World Cup Dream Team. Finally, his inclusion in the FIFA 100 list of the world's greatest living players in 2004 is a testament to his enduring legacy.